All right, back to weather. And Mary, we know fall's just around the corner, but it seemed like that corner was about a block away for a while. Now it's like 10 blocks away. We got a ways to go before seeing some relief from this heat.
We do. You know, Sam is in-house today. We were looking at some of the long-range models, and we had to go out, I think, some 300+ hours, which is 2.5 weeks from now, just for a little hope. But we did. You know, forecast models, we often call them just voodoo land. You can't really put your bets on anything more than at least 5 days or less than more than 5 days out. And, you know, it's going to be quite some time. And do think we're going to have some improvements in the smoke, more so by the weekend. Let me show you what's going on. Let's kind of take you to our maps here. First, I want to show you the actual FUTURECAST with the smoke. We did have some improvements across the Eastern Plains, as we certainly expected. We will get some more improvements across the Pikes Peak region this evening, but towards local mountain cities, it is not going to improve much at all. And that is because our wind direction coming in mainly out of the north and west is actually going to slide some of this very dense smoke across the high country and push that over the Pikes Peak area and kind of down into lower terrain locations by tomorrow morning. So it actually is going to look a little bit worse tomorrow morning. So even though we're going to improve just a bit this evening, we've got more smoke coming downstream, and that's going to just add to the smoke particulates in the atmosphere, unfortunately. Until this high pressure breaks down, we're not going to get any improvements with the smoke, and that really doesn't look to happen until possibly the weekend, when this high pressure slides far enough south. But you know, we're really not going to get the first decent trough, which is going to bring in a big cool down, likely not until the end of the month. And right now, that's, as we said before, several weeks out. What I will tell you, though, is something you might not want to hear, which is that we're going to have another round of record-breaking heat for Thursday and Friday, and I apologize in advance for those that love record-breaking heat. Certainly not dismissing the fact that, you know, we're going to be probably under a blanket of snow before too long, so we better enjoy it while we have it. But we are going to expect temperatures soaring back into the 90s on Thursday as that high pressure starts to really move across parts of New Mexico, and that is going to add to the compression at the surface here in southern Colorado, which means our temperatures are going to heat up a lot quicker through the day. So we soar back into the low 90s tomorrow for parts of the Pikes Peak region, 84 in Woodland Park, 98 in Pueblo. So you'll be waking up here in Colorado Springs with still some hazy skies, temperatures in the 60s, and we will have mostly dry conditions, still hazy into the afternoon time frame, and temperatures topping out around 93 degrees, which would be record breaking. So typical this time of year is usually in the 70s, upper 70s for southern Colorado. And then you'll notice still a very warm evening for tomorrow, only falling into the upper 80s. So all of our zones are going to experience well above average temperatures on Thursday. And then on Friday, looks like we'll be well into the low 100s along the Arkansas River Valley, and 94 degrees here in Colorado Springs. So the next couple of days are going to be pretty oppressive. And then you kind of add the component with smoke into the mix. It's just going to make it probably feel downright miserable to be outside. If you're suffering from allergies, I know a lot, ragweed is very high right now. So a lot of people, kids have been back in school. There's a lot of things circulating. It's hard to tell the difference between the common cold right now, allergies, and then of course, COVID and anything else that could be potentially going on. So getting yourself outside and exerting too much energy and really inhaling some of this smoke would obviously exacerbate any symptoms that you're dealing with right now. So if you can limit your time outdoors, certainly do so. Temperatures will stay steady in the upper 90s for Fremont County for the next couple of days. We will gradually cool off heading into the weekend, but it's not going to be a major cool down by any stretch of the imagination, but not quite as oppressive. Those temperatures will relax just a bit by the Saturday and Sunday time frame. Back to you guys.
Heat wave. All right, Mary, thank you. Time for traffic. We're going to start out here at Interquest and Voyager. Always a